Hello, this is video 8 of 10, and we're going down Highway 95 that we just passed. We're on 321, and I'll reiterate the GPS problems. The instructions are delayed from the turnoff, so that's why I missed that road. We're on 321. We're going to turn around and go up here and get on 95. This complete video, video 8 of 10, will be all of Highway 95. 95 will eventually go into 411, and that's the direction that we're headed. So you're going to see a lot of the countryside on Highway 95 on the way to 411. And I've never been in this area before. I've been down this 321, I think. Maybe not. I've been down 411. But I have definitely not been down Highway 95. This was a perfect day to do a road video. The temperature was nice. We didn't have to use the air conditioning except a couple of times. You'll see a lot of pretty country down Highway 95. It's going to be hard to jabber about much on this highway because I'm seeing it for the first time when I did this video, and I'm sure that most of you all are seeing it for the first time. If you happen to know anyone that lives on any of these roads that I travel, give them a call and tell them to watch the video. That guy out there spraying weed killer. I hope he had the right stuff. Some of that stuff can be bad news over the years. The terrain in this part is a little more hilly than it was on some of the other roads that we came down. There's a lot of old houses on this road. We just passed one to the right. There's a house, looks like it's kind of old. It never ceases to amaze me how different roads have different personalities. That's kind of a crazy statement, but it's true. Some roads that I go down doing these videos, I wouldn't want to live there. And some of them that I go down, I wouldn't mind living on that road. That's strange. I wonder what that's all about. Who knows? And I'm sure not going to try to decipher it on this video. It could be the structures. I'm not sure. I probably shouldn't say anything bad about this road because somebody lives on this road would probably think that I'm singling their road out, but I'm not really. It's just that some places I had, let's see how I can say this. Some places I prefer over others. Now, I wouldn't mind owning this farm right here. That farm, if you owned a small airplane, you could land it. Looks like there's some level areas out there that you could use for your airplane. But it looks like there are some older structures on this road. Just noticing. Highway 95. This video is going to be about 17 minutes long, and this video will be all of Highway 95. I could lay a music track on this, but I just can't. And if I have anything to say, now look how pretty it is right here. So the countryside just comes and goes. Some's prettier than others. You see that barn down there on the right. Pretty house there on the left. I don't know if you can hear my stomach growling or not. The sun is just in front and above, and the location of the sun, it's causing some streaks across the video, but all in all, it helps for the clarity of the video. This must be an old part of Tennessee because some of the structures that I've been seeing look like they are older houses. Highway 95 on our way to Highway 411. We'll be turning south on 411. You can read some of those street signs if you stop the video. I'm recording at 60 frames per second, so you can stop the video without it being blurred. There's a pretty old house on the left. I don't know if it's an old house they fixed up or a new house that they built to look like an old house. You can tell I'm struggling to have something to say. I could tell you a war story, but I think I've covered all my war stories. If I hadn't covered them all, I'd tell you one, but I don't want to keep telling the same story over and over and over. Pretty area right through here. I love going down these back roads. There's a little stream of water on to the right. Kind of a wooded area right here. It's the 29th of March when I did this voiceover. I recorded this video the 25th of March. And I'm just now getting around to doing video 8 with a voiceover. A little stream of water runs right with this highway. Highway 95 is where we're at. I'm sure it has another name, but on Google Maps it shows it as 95, Highway 95. So that's what I'm going to call it. I'm sure the people that live around here call it call it something other than Highway 95. This little smart car is just perfect for this kind of video. And all the time that I've been gone, when I left the house, I had a full tank of gas, and I went this whole route and went back. I went back partially on Pellissippi Parkway. I didn't video that. But anyway, I went back to the house, and not one time did we stop anywhere to get fuel or anything. So the amount of fuel that I had in the smart car was sufficient to go on this trip and go back to the house, which is kind of spectacular. As I said before, I don't check the gas mileage on an automobile. I figure if it's in good running order and it's the vehicle that I have, knowing the gas mileage means absolutely nothing. But the owner's manual says around 39 miles per gallon. The smart car is perfect on these back roads. You can go around a curve. It has absolutely no drift. The people some of the engineers at Mercedes, they did a great job engineering this little automobile. It was popular in Europe, but evidently the gasoline model was not that popular because they quit making a gasoline model. Now they may make them for sale in other countries, but in the United States, anything after 2017 is an electric. They sell them at the Mercedes dealership in Knoxville, and the last time I was over there to have this one serviced, everything new on the lot was an electric. They had a few used gas models like this one. Would I own another one of these cars? Absolutely. Do I love my smart car? I absolutely do. Is it perfect for this kind of tooling around? Yes, it is. And it's a perfect platform. Someone, I think they mentioned it on a comment, how I stabilized my camera. And I'm not stabilizing the camera. I don't even run it through a stabilizer. It's being stabilized by the GoPro. That's how smooth it is. Even when you, of course, it has a small wheelbase, so you feel every bump in the road because of that short wheelbase. I said small. It's a short wheelbase. Now, I'm sure this is still 95. Let's check this. Yep. The sign says 95 south. So it's 95 all the way to 411. Before I started the video, I was going to look up the name of this little community. I was in hopes of seeing a sign. That looks like an old railroad depot there. 95 turns to the right at the stop sign. See what that sign says on that building. I can't stop the video because if I do, I'll get out of sync with the dialogue that I'm placing on it. Looks like an older community. That's the beauty of traveling these back roads. Pat and I came out of we came out of Florida through Georgia. We were going to North Carolina from Florida. And we were this was before I purchased a smart car, even before I had a GoPro. I had a little pickup truck, and we came up through Georgia on back roads. It took us forever, but we saw some unique things. There's a guy on YouTube that just travels around. He's got like 475,000 subscribers, and he does road videos, but not the way I'm doing mine. When he sees something, he'll stop, and he may spend a whole video in that area in one little spot. But I can't do what he does. This guy, he does, I'll tell you what his name is, The Daily Woo. And I love his videos because his personality, okay, like this railroad crossing, okay, that blue building, he may stop and talk about that blue building for a couple of minutes, and you're just mesmerized by him. He has a unique style. This video is going to end here shortly, and our next video will be 9 of 10. Thank you for watching.